Welcome back. It is time again for Tech Tuesday with Terry McAdams from Mac Tech Solutions. And if you have an Apple item, phone, iPad, you may know that iOS 10 is coming out today. So Terry's going to kind of get us ready for this update.
Yes. So first of all, I think if you're ready to go and you're excited and you're daring, go ahead and jump on board. For the rest of us, maybe you want to hold off a little bit. But if you are ready to jump in, there are some things we might want to check on before we do that. So first of all, you want to make sure you have the hardware that's going to work with iOS 10. So it's not going to work with older devices, like the original iPhone. Anything with a 4 or a 3 in it.
Okay.
So iPhone 4, 4S, 3, 3GS, all that good stuff. But it will work with your 5 or later. And then your iPad, it's not going to work with anything with a 30-pin connector, basically, and the original iPad as well.
Okay.
It will work with the 4th generation iPad and newer iPad Air, iPad Pro, all that good stuff. And then on the iPod Touch, it's only going to work with the 6th generation, which is the latest iPod.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. But otherwise, if you're ready, if you have the equipment, the hardware, it's going to support it, then we have a couple of things, or a few things that we want you to consider before you do the upgrade. So first of all, backup. I mean, if I can't emphasize that enough, that's so important all the time anyway, but especially during an upgrade, because you never know. If you're ready to go and jump on board, back up, preferably to iTunes and to iCloud, but at least do one of those.
Right.
And those are pretty easy to do. Of course, you can come in and we can help you with that. But go ahead and maybe think about deleting some pictures and things, free up some space just in case. Now, if you've got plenty of space, don't worry about it, but if you're full, like a lot of people, go ahead and free up some space.
Yeah, I noticed the updates usually take more space when you
when they add features, they tend
which I don't like.
Yep, that's, So, but anyway, update your apps, because most of them have been being updated for the last month or so to be ready for iOS 10. Otherwise, after you do that, back up again. And again, twice.
There's
if
a theme
you can.
here.
Yes, back up, because if you have any trouble, we can always go back to at least you have your data. That's the most important thing. So some of the features, though, that we're talking about that are going to be in iOS 10, Siri is going to be updated a bit to make it more compatible with, compatible with other apps. Because up to this point, Apple hadn't allowed third parties to tie in with Siri directly.
Okay.
So basically, an example that Apple has there is that you can maybe book a ride with Lyft.
Cool.
Just say, hey, book a ride with Lyft, and then it'll take you through the prompting and all that. And then you can also send money with Square if you happen to be a merchant, or if you have the Square app or something, send money to other people. Messages has been revamped quite a bit. They're going to allow you to write on the screen, for example. You can,
I like
your
that.
little handwriting on there. You can also send cool stickers.
Yay.
Yeah, well, everybody's into stickers, I don't know.
That sounds like a good one.
But otherwise, Maps is going to be updated as well. It's going to be improved and has some better suggestions about where you're going, even before you know it. It's going to predict possibly where you're going, if that's kind of creepy a little bit, maybe.
But a lot of cool things, though.
Yeah, so a lot of cool things.
updates.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff there, and you can go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions or whatever, come by our store. We'll help you out with that. And we also have an article we posted yesterday, give you some more tips on it.
Okay, so that is being released today.
Yep.
Thank you, Terry.